Allie comes over and backs out of babysitting because of a Sound of Music plan with her parents.
Pretty much, yeah.
And Jane's like, I'll cover for you, sure.
Which, like, I mean, we'll get to it.
And then we see Dave go into the bathroom, and he comes out with pee in a water bottle, and it's disgusting.
It's absolutely disgusting.
And then he starts pouring it on Moose's locker, and then Moose comes over, and then he pours it on him, and then he runs away. And I was like, this is disgusting.
He runs away while shouting, it's sterile.
Also, you're in an empty hallway. No one's going to know about this. Right? I mean, people do find out about it, but I'm like, but like nobody can see you doing this? This is just gross.
It's really, really gross.
I hated it. It was disgusting. I was like, is Holly J's talking with Spinner at the dot, and she's like, oh, I think I'm going to go surprise Jane.
She's making her like a fancy sandwich.
Right. And like, I'm going to go over and we're just going to continue to work on our project. And like, I feel bad she had to take over this babysitting job. And then.
Can I just say something about Jane?
Yeah.
So Holly J is being a sweetie.
Yeah.
And Jane with this Declan thing, I wanted to talk about when we were talking about the Zen Garden, but I forgot until just now. Is she just like a low-key sociopath? Because she like feels nothing about this. I feel like if I even was like considering cheating on a significant other, I would be so racked with guilt that it would destroy me. Like,
yeah,
I feel like a lot of, and it's like not hard to like have like an emotional affair and like to like, especially like I was in like a long distance thing for a while, and it's tricky. So anytime I started to like have like a weird crush on like someone, I would freak out and like go into therapy and be like, I'm a bad person.
Yeah.
And Jane is like making out with Declan all the time, in like basic borderline in front of Spinner's friends, and she's like just like real chill about it, dude.
She's definitely doing a lot of like separating her, like compartmentalizing of her feelings, I feel like. But it's also like Spinner, I feel like Spinner hasn't really done anything to push her to do this, except for being like, you're one of the guys, but I still love you so much. Will you move in with me? You're my girlfriend and I love you.
This is what I'm saying. She's
like,
a low-key sociopath.
Like, I feel like if it were a long distance, or if he were like ignoring her, or like, I feel like he hasn't done anything to really drive her to do this.
No.
Except for the fact that she's like, I'm just kind of bored with him. Which is just like, I don't know. It's really shitty. But then Jane makes the fucking rookie move and invites a boy over to the house she's babysitting at. You will always get caught.
Always.
And Holly J sees him walk up to the door, and they're kissing, and he goes into the house, and it's
also
a bummer.
She just is openly kissing him outside of the house. Like, they're not in a secret affair situation. Also, like, why are you inviting someone over while you're watching children?
No, it's
even
not
if
even
they're
nighttime.
asleep. Even if they're asleep, it's creepy and weird.
And
like, don't make out with your like fake boyfriend on the couch like while there are babies sleeping upstairs who could
wake up.
Out of all the times that I've babysat children, they will just wake up at inconvenient times and like come downstairs and want
ask
milk.
for water.
Yeah. Always. It's always going to be like when you're watching something and like suddenly there's like a graphic violent scene. Like,
also, you never know exactly when the parents are going to come home. They'll give you like a ballpark time, but it's like not like sometimes they come home early, sometimes they are running a little late, and you never know when they're going to walk through the door.
Yeah, and you know what I'm not doing when I'm like making out on a couch when I'm 16? Checking my fucking phone.
Yeah, or listening for a door that opens.
Keeping an eye out for like some headlights. No.
Yeah, no.
Dummies.
But it's also daytime.
I thought it was nighttime.
I thought it was daytime.
I don't know. I watched this episode on Tuesday.
I don't know.
Who remembers?
I watched it yesterday and I still don't. I'm still not 100% sure, but I feel like it was daytime.
Could be.
Anyway, Holly J sees them kissing, and then the next day at school, she confronts Jane about it, and she's like, this isn't cool. This is really stupid. What are you doing? And that's basically kind of the scene. She's like, this is dumb, and I'm mad at you because this is dumb. And then this is when Dave is wearing the trench coat and the walking
fedora
down the hallway.
And then it's not stealthy. It's the least stealthy outfit.
It
is not how you blend in, man.
It is kind of a target. It's a big red flag of like, guess who this is?
Pretty much.
And then Johnny DeMarco finds him instantly and is like, Bruce, back alley, after school. Meh.
Why is Johnny DeMarco doing Bruce's dirty work? I feel like Johnny DeMarco leads this gang.
I don't know. And then we're with Jane and Holly J again. Like, Jane is getting real defensive, and she's like, why do you only get crushes on guys that I like? And I'm like,
I
stop
hated
lashing
that.
out at Holly J because you're guilty, Jane. Like, come on.
That.
And then Holly J is like, whatever, like, we'll hand in our projects separately. Like, I'd rather take a B than deal with your BS. Because Jane is being irrational.
I thought that was a good line, too.
But then, and then it's like Jane with Declan, and she's like venting, and she's like, sorry, girls' drama is not in your job description. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Well, and he's also like, well, you can tell me about it. You can talk to me. And she's like, no, that's not what this is.
Yeah.
So I feel like Jane is trying to set up clear boundaries of like, they're just like fucking around. And Declan is maybe almost feeling a feeling, or at least being a friend.
Yeah, maybe.
Unclear.
Yeah, whatever. And then Dave is scared about after school and talking to Shantae.
Oh, wait. Also, Jane calls Declan Dex, and it made me throw up in my mouth. Okay, that's like it.
And then who comes over?
Somebody? Oh, Allie comes over, and she's like, we'll be praying for your soul.
Right, and I'm like, well, you got what you wanted, Dave. Everyone's talking about your gross self and your weird pee thing. But then the next day at school, we find out that Jane did the whole budget and the whole project to make up for being kind of shitty. And it was nice of her.
It was. And then they, like, go talk. And she's like, I really need a friend right now. And Holly J is like, I can't hide this from Spinner forever. Like, figure your shit out.
Figure it out. And then we're in the alley. And
Dave is working on his type 5.
Yeah, and then someone says, $50 says Bruce makes him eat that hoodie.
Which is a funny line.
And then Dave is like, I'm gonna die. I don't want to fight you. And Bruce is like, I'm not gonna fight with you. And then he pulls out a balloon that's filled with pee and throws it at Dave, and it was gross.
It's absolutely disgusting. Boys are terrible.
And then, actually, no, I think then we see Jane and Holly J talking. And then he's like, Jane and Holly's like, why are you doing this? And he's like, he makes me feel like more than just one of the guys. And I was like, Jane, it's still fucking shitty what you're doing.
And like, that was always your dynamic with Spinner. You never wanted to be like that with him. Why is this suddenly your thing?
And if you're upset about that, fucking talk to Spinner about it.
Talk to Spinner. You guys have a great relationship with very open communication. He will listen to you. He's a great fucking listener.
He's a good boyfriend.
He's a really good boyfriend, Jane. Jesus.
And then Holly J is like, unless you break up with your boy toy ASAP, this won't end well. She's like, this cannot go on anymore. And then, is this when we see Holly J wearing a tie? I don't know. It's all confusing.
She's wearing a tie. She's seeing Jane ending things with Declan in the parking lot, and they hug. And then Declan looks at Holly J, and Holly J looks at Declan, and then she's wearing a tie for some reason.
And then, we're in the hallway, and, like, Moose and Dave are cool now, I guess.
I wrote, are they friends now? Boys are weird.
I don't get it.
And like, then, we both had pee on each other. High fives. And then what the fuck? I don't understand boys.
Boys are weird. And then Shantae is like, Dave, I have it all ready. Like, I'm going to write the story. Like, Dave versus Goliath. Let me know. Like, I'll interview you. And he's like, let you know. Ha ha, blah. And it's like, whatever. He's getting into the anti-grapevine. So convenient that his
name is already Dave.
Yeah. And then the last scene is we're in the dot and Holly J. And then Jane broke it off with Declan for good. And it's all good. And so, okay, this last thing, it's a really little detail, but it confused the fuck out of me and Allegra while we were watching this. Some lady comes over and is like, hey, like, I want to, like, reserve someone to babysit my child for New Year's Eve. And I'm like, how has New Year's Eve not happened? Aren't we in the second semester of this year already?
Well, she says it's really early, so maybe she literally wants to book someone for like a year from now. Yeah.
Ugh, this is so weird.
I don't know.
What the fuck? But then it's over. It's like she broke it off, and that's fine, I guess.
Yeah.
Something. And Holly J and Jane are friends now.
Thank God, because I love this friendship.
Yeah, I like the friendship. But we have a YouTube comment.
Hooray for YouTube. This is from Mercedes-Benz 18 1 year ago. Haven't Sev and Anya been together more than half a year now? Sev needs to write a new song.
For real. Dudes or Janie and the Studs have a very limited song list.
It's not great.
All right. Spirit Squad Captain.
Holly J.
Yeah, Holly J for sure. Ship. Holly J and Jane.
Yeah. Living for this friendship, man.
Moral. Don't fucking cheat on your boyfriend.
You dick.
You idiot. Yeah, I don't know. That's all I have in me.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
All right. Grapevine. We have a review that I think it's your turn to do.
So we have a review. Holland, do you want to read the review and then I'll do the actual fan fiction?
Yeah.
Or just like basically explain.
So it's from Nikki Liz. Sorry, 713. And the only direction we have, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but they say, P.S. I'm a bisexual female, so you have a lot of options there. So take that and run with it.
All right. I've actually been struck with inspiration right away. I'm very excited about this one. So this is how this is going to play out. You are in college and you are like, you know what? I am going to study abroad in France.
We always go to France.
But it's so fun there. Fine, whatever. You can go to Italy. I'm going to study abroad in Italy. And, you know, there's like a whole big exchange program. So you get to Italy and you're like, oh, I'm going to have like a roommate who's also studying abroad from a college in Canada. Cool. And, you know, you're like, it's, you know, college and it's fun. You're excited about like some new adventures. And suddenly this really pretty girl walks into your room and she's like, hi, I'm Liberty. And you're like, legs for days. And it's a goddamn delight. And you guys are like really excited about like studying together and stuff. And you're going to explore the city. And so you guys like are hanging out for a couple months, like in your first like thing. And there's like kind of tension. And you're like, I don't know if she's bi or gay or what her deal is. I know that she had a baby. And so she probably is a little straight. Maybe she's bi. Unclear. So you're not making moves because you guys like room together and you don't want to like cross any boundaries because you're fucking polite as hell. And then you guys go out to dinner and you have some wine and she's like, we should go out dancing. And you guys go dancing and there's more drinking and a lot of sexual tension. You end up super making out and not in like the Paige gets scared and runs away thing, like in the for real way. Like you guys are like really into it. You go back to your room. It's a whole thing. And you guys are like seeing each other for the rest of your study abroad time. And then like from there you decide if you want to be serious and do long distance or just be like, what a fun time.
Perfect.
Yay. I actually really enjoyed that one. We need more bi people to be like, hook a girl up.
Nice choice.
Thank you. I feel like Liberty needs to go through like a sexual experimentation phase.
She really does. I think we also have a couple of tweets that you have saved for us.
We got a lot of stuff about face range.
Oh yeah, it's face range.
It's
not
still
face
dumb,
page, but it's still stupid.
It's still dumb. And then, do you want to read one of them for us?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We have one from Maddie who says, or at Skinny White Boy 88, and they say, I just binged Next Class and I'm used to a good musician and came back to watch along, and the first thing I hear is Peter's California song. Oh my god, I'm so sorry for you.
Also, now I have it stuck in my head.
Yeah, because you started singing it and now it's stuck in my head.
Well, I started singing it because I read the tweet and I was like, hey Cali, hey California, hey hey.
It's so bad.
It's real bad.
I hate it.
I do not care for it at all.
And then we have another.
Do we want to save that for the next episode? Because we don't have any other tweets after that.
Sure. All right, and that's all that we have for today. So if you would like to be featured on the Grapevine segment, you can tweet at us at Degrassi Pod, We're on Instagram at Degrassi Pod. You can send us an email at whateverittakespodcast@gmail.com. We're also on Tumblr at whateverittakespodcast.tumblr.com. You can find us pretty much on any streaming platform for podcasts. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, if you could rate, review, and subscribe, that would be super cool.